things you filled out here. So we're looking at what Mrs. Somers thinks. So in yellow, you'll see some of the things that we could have highlighted that show her thinking. Occupied her greatly. In a dreamy state, but really absorbed in speculation and calculation, she did not wish to act hastily, to do anything she might afterward regret. But it was during the still hours of the night, when she lay awake revolving plans in her mind, that she seemed to see her way clearly toward a proper and judicious use of money. So we can tell she thinks a great deal about how to spend the money and doesn't want to make a mistake. So those are some of the things that show what kind of person Miss Somers is by the way she thinks. So what does she do? This paragraph highlights some of the things that show what Mrs. Somers does do. Mrs. Somers was one who knew the value of bargains, who could stand for hours making her way inch by inch toward the desired object that was selling below cost. She could elbow her way if need be. She learned to clutch a piece of goods and hold it and stick to it with persistence and determination till her turn came to be served, no matter when it came. So what does she do? She fights for a good deal. She is used to doing this and knows how to do it well. We can tell from what those words tell us in the text. And then what does she say? $1.98, she said. She mused aloud. Well, I'll take this pair. She handed the girl a $5 bill and waited for her change. What a very small parcel it was. It seemed lost in the depth of her shabby old shopping bag. So she repeats the cost of the stockings, and she changes her plan and says she will take the stockings. So on the map, it should look something like this. These are observations that show me something about what kind of person Mrs. Somers was. She thinks a great deal about money, or about how to spend that money, and she doesn't want to make a mistake. The things she says, she repeats the cost of the stocking. She changes her plan and says she'll take the stockings. And what she does, she fights for a good deal. She's used to doing this and knows how to do it well. So a summary on Miss Somers might be something that contrasts from her selfless thoughts and actions early in the story, wants more for her unexpected money, and wants things for herself. Now, how this might look on the real estate assessment. These are some sample questions. So, what does the sentence reveal about the main character? So you would then, in the passage or in the question, have to pick the sentence. What that sentence reveals about the main character. It'll have options of what maybe those particular things in that sentence reveal about that character. How do the lines of dialogue, that's the things that the characters are saying, propel the action in the passage? So what they're saying, how does it make the action go into place? Part A of a question might say, what does this phrase, and then it would have like the specific sayings from dialogue, suggest about that main character? And then, of course, you'd have a part B that might say something like, what impact does the answer in part A have on the rest of the passage? So you have to look at that main character and what that character does, and says in order to make a judgment on what that main character might do. So in this lesson, you've learned how the author develops characters by analyzing a character's thoughts, actions, and words. Always, always, always think about trying to make a little character map. Think, say, and do. And then you can come up with, what do you think this character would do?